Hello and welcome to this quick walkthrough of dotted half notes and rests. So in order for us to do this, we need to make sure that you understand what exactly a dot does to a note. So when I say add a dot to a note, I mean do this. Just add a dot, usually a little bit to the right, either a little bit higher or lower depending on the note. And that will actually make our note longer. However, it won't always make the note longer by the same amount. For example, a whole note without a dot is worth 4 beats. A whole note with a dot is worth 6. Same thing with the rest. Without a dot, 4 beats. With a dot, 6. How did we figure this out? Well, 4 plus half of 4, 6. So if we do that same thing to the half note, we add together the value of it and half the value of it, or in other words, multiply it times 1.5, then we're left with the new value. So it makes it 1.5 times longer, or adds a half of the value. So we have our half note, which is worth 2 beats. Half of 2 is 1, which is how much the dot is worth in this case. So a dotted half note is worth 3 beats. Same thing with the rest. Half rest worth 2 beats. Dot adds another 1 beat since that's half of 2, so it's worth 3 beats. We'll do this with one more. We're not going to do this with the 8th or the 16th yet, but if you add a dot to a quarter note, see if we can figure this out. I'll give you a little space to think about this as I go. A quarter note is worth 1 beat, so what's half of 1? You said 1/2, nice. So a quarter note is worth 1.5. Doesn't matter which way it's written, 1.5 beats. Same thing with the rest. So really watch out for these dots. They will change a lot and they can sneak by you sometimes. These are the ones we are adding right now though. Dotted half worth 3 beats, dotted half worth 3 beats. If you don't remember the rest of this, that's fine. This is our focus. So let's put this into context by writing a rhythm example. Let's do one in 4/4. So we'll start this one out right away with a dotted half note. So if this takes 3 beats, it's going to say 1, 2, 3, right? For in 4/4, we have 1 beat left, so let's add a quarter note to finish out this measure. And then we'll put in a little measure that doesn't have a dotted half, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's do this. A quarter note would take how many? 1. A dotted half would take how many? 2, 3, 4. It's going to take 3 beats. Now, let's do just a little bit more of this. We're going to do almost this exact same measure, except this time we're going to make it a dotted half rest. So we'll go 1 and then whispered 2, 3, 4. Then we'll put in a buffer measure without this new rhythm value. And finally, let's do this the other way around. 1, 2, 3. We'll end with a quarter note. Double bar line to show us it's the end of the example. And let's try this. I'll go through it twice. If you need more time than that to go through it, feel free to rewind this and go through it again. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is a little bit slower. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope that helps. As always, let me know if you have any questions.